and operated, Lynn Ladder has been dedicated to providing high-quality products and services to the New England area since 1946. With 6 locations, from their manufacturing plant in New Hampshire to their rental yard in Myrtle Beach, South Carolina, Lynn Ladder is the one-stop shop for all your new equipment and rental needs. Lynn Ladder has catered to contractors and homeowners for the past 72 years. Have a project big or small? Then call the Ladder King today at 1-800-225-2510.
So Tonzo, we're going to meet this kid today. I don't think you've ever met him. His name's Tom Smith. Paralyzed 3 times. Not once, not twice, 3 times. I want to ask him about it today, but he's walking. Monday!
So, training for the 2019 Boston Marathon. Some of you may know my story, some of you may not, but I've been paralyzed 3 separate times, 2008, 2009, and then again in 2010. And it was obviously a process for me to get out of the wheelchair and progress to a walker. Now I currently walk with these 2 loft-strand canes, and you know, I tell people the first 20 years of my life I lived with a passion, and the last 9, I'm 29 years old, I've lived with a purpose, and that purpose has been the Thomas E. Smith Foundation and what we've been able to do to help those in the medical community expedite the process in finding a cure for paralysis. So we've done different events along the way. The longest and biggest event that we did was my buddy Teague and I rode bikes from Boston to Miami. That was in 2015. And this was the bike that carried me 2,100 plus miles. It's a regular frame, but it's obviously modified. So my left leg is my dominant leg, and my right leg drags a little bit. So this pedal is obviously a clip-in, and this one is where my foot can get in and out. We have the blue strip right here. I have balancing and sensation issues in my hips. So sitting on the seat, once I get going, it's fine, but to start, we have the mirror that's angled down, and basically what I'm doing to start is I'm lining the front tire up with the blue tape, keeping everything straight, and then once I get going, you know, kind of the force of the bike and the speed of the bike takes care of itself. So today will just be a good kind of, you know, endurance, keeping the legs going.
Is this what you use in the marathon? No.
Yeah, I'm gonna.
You gotta tell me.
I'm gonna get a moped.
Oh, good, beautiful. What do you got, a wheelchair?
Nope.
What do you do?
A wheelchair. I'm gonna be walking with the loft strands. So last year, I did the marathon and became the first person that's been paralyzed multiple times to complete the marathon without the use of a wheelchair. So this year we're continuing that campaign. Gonna make history again. Did it in 8.5 hours last year. Hoping to do it around 8 this year.
Beautiful.
So hopefully it's a little nicer weather.
Nice.
But we'll see.
You got a lunch in that thing or what?
No lunch. No breaks. No days off.
All right. Let's go. Let's get it done.
All right.
Getting this guy in shape for the marathon. Thinks he's getting me in shape. This kidding who here?
Getting in shape.
I'm gonna be in the ER tomorrow. Go ahead, I'll follow you. I'll grab the back of your pants.
Monday. What happened?
Left foot's all cramped right now. Toes are curled up. I got blood in the foot again.
Like her chilling.
Thomas E. Smith Foundation. You kidding me? It's unbelievable. How can I quit? This guy right here, come on.
Can't stop.
Can't stop.
Don't stop.
My foot comes off. I even drove into branches that were hanging off trees, so I was getting whacked in the head on purpose. I just wanted my head to get taken off. I just can't take it. I can't keep up with this guy.
He's been fighting for a flat tire the whole ride.
Seriously, I was going to take the chain off and whip it into the woods.
Georgie says he has an extra tube, so that wouldn't work.
All right, great. All right, let's go.
All right, let's go.
Monday. Are you sure that was only 10 miles?
Good job. Yeah, 10 miles.
I had an odometer on my phone. 12.3.
Yeah?
Yeah. He's trying to kid me. He's telling me 10 miles.
I don't know about that, but we'll give him 12.3.
But that was great, man. We're going to be supporting you. We're gonna be there at the finish line too. I don't know if we'll probably be there around the time he comes through. We have to stay. Yeah, we'll be in for the whole day.
Let's get another sixer.
Yeah.
Fine.
Yeah.
We'll go in hard. That was awesome. Thank you for everything today.
Thank you very much.
Thank you,
and looking forward to what's to come.
All right, baby.
All right.
That was good.
Monday.
Hell yeah, baby.
Welcome to the I Love Monday Night Live Show. I'm Carlo, Mr. Monday, and I got my buddy over here, Marble Mouth, Bubba Yaega.
Oh yes, my favorite mouth. How are you, sir? Good to see you. How you hitting them? You look fantastic.
So do you.
I like it. Brush your hair with a firecracker.
Look
How
at
are you, folks?
Look at you.
Hey, let's not talk about
What's
my
going on with the
midsection.
marbles in your mouth?
It's just natural gift. You know what I mean?
Do you eat marbles?
Every day. Low carb, keto approved. Throw cheese on them, Russian dressing. Good to go.
You're looking good.
Hey, thank you. I feel fantastic. This is my bulking season. Summertime, get back up to 400. Winter, I cut down to 425.
So what do we got? NCAA tournament, crazy tournament.
Right.
Who you taking?
I like Texas Tech myself. Their defense is smothering. You know, like I like my coleslaw, and you know, I think Virginia's been lucky thus far. They're going to bail tonight. This is a useless state. No one goes there. No one cares about it.
Isn't Virginia's for lovers?
Myrtle Beach, it's the Hampton Beach of the South. You know,
Right.
If you're on a boogie board on a Hulkamania thing, yeah, go have fun.
I'm taking
You know,
Virginia.
have
If you're
sex with your
taking
brother.
Texas, I'm taking Virginia.
That's fine. You can take Virginia all you want. It's a lover state.
What about the foul? The foul there, in the three
Like
foul
the
shots.
poultry.
No. Well, yeah, they got some foul poultry down there.
Right.
Some of
Yeah.
the players eat
Oh
that.
yeah, those women are hairy.
What about the foul? The three point
Yeah,
shot.
it's bullshit. I don't get it.
that a bad
you know?
call?
Yeah, it was awful. You know.
Tom Izzo went crazy.
Yeah, well, he's another one. You know, just get over yourself. You know, go try to coach the pros like Saban and fail. Then stick with your high school.
He looks like a mortician.
He's an asshole.
He is an asshole.
Yeah, I don't like him.
King
Smells
Klusky.
funny.
How you doing, King Klusky?
Good. The only balls I watched were in the Planet Fitness locker room this weekend. I don't really follow hoops. Is that
Is there
still
old
going?
men walking around naked in the
Bracket?
Planet Fitness?
Those Spaldings are not
yeah.
pumped up full way. You
It's
know.
nothing but.
Can we
just-
talk about locker rooms real quick?
Yeah.
'Cause
Why
that's-
couldn't we?
No, because you go in there and these guys, I mean, at least if I'm in the locker room, I get a towel on. You know what I mean? I'm not going
Why?
to flop
If
it
I
around.
was you, I would be swinging dicks.
I know, but I
I
don't.
look like a cherub,
I'm
like a
not
little
sh-
angel. Like
I know, but I don't want to be. Then these guys, the old guys, got the balls and everything hanging out.
Imagine,
You
but
can
some
have
of the
your dick
guys
out.
with the smallest dicks don't have like clothes on. Imagine the size of your ego to walk around. You know, with a little dick there.
Yeah. What do you think, Klusk?
I think there's an order of operations. If you're putting your socks on and your shirt before you cover up your dick, then
So a guy put
get
a
out of the
shirt on
locker
You
room.
think
first,
they're like
then his
making a
socks.
pass at you when they do it that way?
There was a guy for a while that I was convinced, like every time, like he'd come into the locker room to tie his shoes while I was taking a shower.
And he was
With no
naked?
underpants
He was
on?
naked?
Yeah, it was like I ended up just buying him a pair of Velcro shoes and letting him suck my cock. So it just worked itself out.
To each their own, No judgment-free zone, baby.
How was your comedy show this weekend?
It was interesting. It was 350 Malden cops who, apparently they can't pay attention unless it's
I bet that was a party.
Was it all male cops or was it female cops?
the cops seemed to be all male, all just trying to bang each other's wives. It was one of those parties.
The only thing
Oh,
worse
they
than
brought their
25
wives.
Cops is
It was one of
25
those
firemen.
things. Long story short, I met at least 3 gay guys I could do the Spartan Beast with next weekend, so it worked out.
Speaking of Michigan State,
Who's Miss Monday this week?
Miss Monday this week is Chelsea from across the pond. She's a world-traveling fashion designer. Chelsea's the kind of girl who's too busy working on her grass to see if yours is greener. Personally, I'd have guessed no grass on that field, but
That'd be a T-box.
Chelsea is a huge fan of the Monday movement and what we're doing here. Thank you, Chelsea.
I'm a
This
big
week's
fan.
Miss Monday is brought to you by Vesuvius, 2 Paradise Road in Salem. For the best pizza, burgers, and specialty sandwiches, call 978-594-8886 for delivery or takeout.
I think Chelsea has a tattoo on her midsection of grass.
Really?
Yes. Yep.
Sure
Like
it's
sod.
grass?
Like sod.
sure it's grass?
Yeah.
Not one of those trails.
Wasn't
not
marijuana,
one
it
of
was
those-
like
not one of
sod.
those Oregon trails there. You get scurvy.
No.
All right.
See, I actually heard that it was a tattoo of a landing strip, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah. Well,
Okay, I've heard of those.
it's a one-way. Hopefully,
All right, let's go
Her
to
father
Super-
must have been in aviation or something.
her father's definitely not. Okay, go ahead.
Father's or boyfriend. All right, let's go to.
You went there, not me, bud.
Let's
It's your
go to shoot
show.
the shit. Conjoined Twins, who turned down the chance to be separated, say they have no regrets as they reach their 18th birthday.
Shivantha and Shavram Sahu from Raipur, India are joined at the waist and share 2 legs as well as 4 arms. This bitch is a human Goro from Mortal Kombat. They say that they have no regrets because they were offered the option to be separated a while back, but now they've grown to a point where that's no longer an option. They don't regret it. Basically, these people went viral when a video of them washing and dressing themselves went viral, and it's not as hot as it sounds.
Those poor bastards.
They're dragging around let's see. Come on. Look at it. One's happy, one's sad. One's horny, one's not. Imagine that.
When were they were offered to be separated when? Like, how long ago?
There was a point in their life where the operation would have been viable, but now they're stuck with 1 tit each, Carlo.
Well, now they have their turn-ons and their turn-offs. Now you can't split them in half now.
No.
I heard the one on the left has 2 nipples on her tit, though.
That is true. We've confirmed that.
Yeah.
If you go
called her up.
We're going to be putting those out on Instagram later.
I had the second one in the call waiting.
There's 2 brains, 4 arms, 2 legs. How many?
2 arms, man.
I thought there was 4.
It said there was 4 arms.
4 arms?
I think that they have 4 arms.
What are they?
What are the other 2 in their pockets?
They're human octopuses.
Don't be shy, ladies. Let it fly, you know? You have 4 arms to talk about a
my
body.
question is,
Whose brain controls a vagina?
Imagine if one wants to masturbate and one doesn't.
is there grass on this field?
The other one has to pretend she's sleeping.
I mean, how long's this show? 3 hours? We got plenty of time for this, right? Like, what else? Can they both dribble at once? Is that double? Like, can they pass to each other? How do you call traveling on them?
Can they both vote?
Imagine taking charges. One's a pussy. One wants to swing. Like, what? You can't go that far in athletics.
Could you get 2 fouls at once?
Everything's a technical. Everything they do is a technical foul. Free throws all the time.
All right,
Always dunking
all right.
on them.
How many vaginas do they have?
Can they vote?
Every girl has 2. We all know that.
If
Lips and no lips, whatever. Hey, party's a party. What if I'm not invited? I'll bring the crank.
What if one of them wins a raffle? How does that work?
The other one just snakes him away, just takes the bike and rides home.
I mean, one's a righty, one's a lefty, obviously, right?
I would imagine.
The one on the left looks like she has fun. The one on the right looks shy and can't ski.
You know what's funny is if they both jerked off lefty.
Now you got a problem.
If they jerked a guy
Now
off?
you got a problem.
Themselves, a guy.
What if one's in a,
What if one's a lesbian and one's straight?
Well, just play field hockey and call it a wash.
What if they, go out with the same guy? Is that like a 2-on-1 or a 1.5-on-1? What is it?
It's got to be a guy with 4 asses and 2 elbows or something weird.
They invented the soup and a half a sandwich.
Yeah.
Half an ice cream sandwich.
What if Lefty with the crooked face, right? What if she wants to go out with the guy and
Crooked
she
face.
wants
You're
to
worried
get,
about a
she wants to
crooked
get
face.
intimate?
She's stuck to somebody else.
But
crooked face. Yeah, her teeth
she
are
wants to
fucking
get
crooked.
intimate. What's the
She
other
has
one
another
do?
person hanging from her chin.
This is really confusing.
I'm out of here. I can't stand this shit. You're coming to my show next time.
I don't know if they could handle you.
They could not. Pound for pound. Absolutely not.
I mean, they're freaks.
I'm a conjoined twin in one person.
I feel bad for them.
Right. I was a twin in the womb. I ate the other one.
I just want to see them arguing over laser background and gel background.
What's
when
a
they got this
vegan?
school
How do you
photo.
order? You can't take them out.
I don't know. Let's table this. We'll talk about this
We didn't
later.
talk about this beforehand.
Britney Spears checks herself into a mental health facility. She's struggling to cope with the decline of her dad's health.
The 37-year-old pop singer checked into rehab last week, where she'll spend 30 days getting her shit together. The relapse is supposedly related to Britney being upset over her father's illness. He reportedly underwent 2 surgeries to his intestines and colon, but he has not returned to full health. The singer has a close relationship with her father, who helps her remain sober. This is not Britney's first stint with rehab. Back in 2007, she went in and oops, she's done it again.
Klusky,
Hit
this
me
is
one
kind
more
of mean.
time.
You're kind of mean, Klusky.
I'm wicked mean, but my question to you
is he terminal? I mean, we're going to make fun of the guy's terminal?
I don't know.
Velocity?
It's her father.
Die sooner.
I mean, if your father was terminal, you'd feel bad.
She's gonna write a great record when he dies.
Yeah, but my father
Can you
didn't
imagine?
produce an amazing pop
Acoustic
star.
unplugged shit.
Yeah, that's right. And I saw her for JJ one time. Remember that?
She's-
On the internet?
She's a half fuckable dumpster tragedy. What are we? Why are we still watching this lady? Why do we wait till 30 years after her pop stars provided us with any bit of entertainment or whatever to start giving a fuck about them? I honestly, her
be here
father,
soon. She'll be up here soon.
her fucking hair, Britney, they can all jump in a mass grave as far as I'm concerned.
She went loony, though, a while ago.
Yeah.
Yeah, Lady Marmalade's got cuckoo.
Do you know who invented that drug that's stopping infant babies from getting cancer or AIDS or whatever it is?
Cancer?
No, nobody knows. But we're still talking about Britney Spears 40 years after an album you didn't buy.
I bought it twice.
You're in love with her.
Cassette.
Can we talk about her for JJ real quick?
Sure.
Because
That's
remember,
something worth talking about.
No, but remember when she was getting out of the car and she flipped her leg over and she
Yeah.
had no underwear on?
You know-
That thing looked like a mush liverwurst.
I never
Broken in
really.
catches,
Yeah.
man.
Did you see that? Did you see that thing?
A left-handed
And
first
I don't even
baseman
think she had
glove.
kids yet. I mean, you know.
It looked
100
like
miles in those tires.
a melting octopus beak or something, right?
They have beaks.
Like if Salvador
I know they can
Dali
fly.
drew like a half of an orange.
I mean, I feel bad. I feel bad at Father Sick. when she's
Dripping
upset
from the
about it.
humidity. Yeah.
Yeah.
Nothing. Yeah, imagine the Orlando's wonderful.
All right, Brittany. See you later. Charmin launches Forever Rolled toilet paper. It lasts for a month and unravels to 555 feet.
That's crazy because
Prove it.
as soon as I use the toilet paper, I throw it away. I don't want that shit lasting a month. It's going to start to smell. Charmin's new creation of toilet paper can last a month, and it's both the same height as Mount Washington Monument and equally surrounded by pieces of shit. The toilet roll comes with its own stainless steel use, and like a stand, so you can not whatever.
forklift?
Basically, here's a bigger, fatter roll of toilet paper, so you don't have to replace it as often.
I'll be the judge of that. I've never been good with moderation. I'm not going to start now. I pay for the whole thermometer. I'm driving as fast as I want.
You're addicted to more.
Hey, look at me. Moderation is not my fucking thing. You know, I'm a great runner. I'm a great lateral artist. This shit, no way. I don't believe it. I don't believe it.
Every 200 feet is just a coupon for hemorrhoid cream.
Yeah, just insulin every 200 yards.
How long would this 555 feet last in your
Memorial
toilet?
Day, maybe 12 to 4 p.m. at most.
What, like 3
You
days?
know what I do? Do you know what comes out of me?
I'm just wondering.
Right. Imagine what stays in. Imagine what comes out. You know
The
what
thing's
I mean?
it's almost 200.
It's got pizza crust on it.
It's 2 football fields long.
Right. So on I. If you spread me out over a fucking roll of toilet paper,
That's why you iron in the driveway.
I iron everything. I'm good. I'm an ironer. Look at me. Everything I do is flat and curly.
It looks like a fire hose.
Who would want that in their bathroom?
I don't know. Maybe it's like a better deal, like, you know.
Yeah,
it's
great.
like 2 for
Amazon,
1.
just take over. Just make everyone do nothing. Great.
What about the toilet paper holder, the stainless thing, Klusky?
That's it comes in
looks
2
like Freddie
colors.
Mercury's nightstand without the AIDS. Sorry, too soon.
Fearless climber scales a 380-foot metal bridge in heavy fog as a train rattles overhead.
Daredevil or suicide procrastinator,
video
you
for
be the
that?
judge. Either way, this asshole clambered up some huge railway bridge in France. Using a selfie stick, he films himself walking along an elevated beam that I genuinely pray he falls off of. Dickhead, just so you know, if you get 5 million hits on this video, it's all people hoping you're dying.
Right. I agree.
So they were doing this shit instead of fighting for us in WW2?
Yeah.
Thanks, France. You and your fries, that's all you got. Beat it.
He kind of looks like Luongo, this guy.
Where's his sword?
What do you think about this guy?
Really? Heights? Look at this idiot.
He's got a
What?
selfie stick. Look at
Go
him.
ahead. Get a couple of views and depress your mother when you die. You're an idiot. Go ahead. Have fun.
What would happen if you fell 380 feet? Would you bounce?
There would be a lot of Asian people running for everywhere. There'd be tidal waves. It wouldn't be good for anyone. Tsunami who? Yeah. Sounds Italian.
No, but this is France. We're not in Japan.
France would know about it if I fell. Or Japan, whatever the fuck.
Can they go
Same
arrest
thing,
this
it's that
guy?
way.
Can we go arrest this guy because he's basically just put the evidence on?
Listen, I go 3 feet high and I get a little wary. What's wrong with this dude?
I've never played in Denver. I don't want to.
I don't know. Good luck to him.
Yeah. Keep it going, frog.
Arkansas men in bulletproof vests shoot each other after a night of drinking.
2 Arkansas men could still be in legal jeopardy after a night of drinking led them to test Kevlar vests by shooting at each other. Ferris and Hicks were arrested Sunday after Hicks showed up at Rogers Hospital complaining about a chest pain. He didn't want to reveal the true story about them fucking around with Kevlar vests and shooting each other, so he made something up,
Fucking
and
idiots.
then later he eventually admitted it to authorities who then arrested them both for aggravated assault. They both face up to 6 years in jail for this.
For shooting each other.
Arkansas people aren't that bright.
Yeah.
I know a couple girls from there.
Yeah. Bill Clinton. Yeah,
One was married to a good friend of mine.
yeah, he's in the room, I think.
Your
Kansas, yeah.
tax dollars are going to pay for
the
that fat
backstory on
fuck.
that one.
to
And
eat
that guy's
ramen
name
for
is
6
Hick. I
months.
mean, how appropriate. His last name's Hick.
It's like calling me Jimmy Slim. Yeah. Way to go, shoot yourself.
Do they even have a license to carry guns down there? Or is
Like I said, no.
It doesn't matter
Put it
down
right in
there.
your sister's crotch and you can move it around wherever you want.
So they're shooting each other when they're drunk. They should have shot each other in the face. Look at these guys. Would have made an improvement.
The guy on the left looks like the guy from RoboCop that gets stuck in the
guy in
slime
acid
bucket.
there?
Yeah, that's
Looks
definitely him.
good. Looks like a real good.
Killed you, man.
The guy on the right looks like his chest is
He's wearing
hurting.
a trash bag. Yeah, you bring up my lovely face in front of him.
I wish they tested this with a 44 instead
Now
of a
you're
22.
talking. Now you could go gas.
I think
Nice-
we
a
might
nice
have,
band stopper, 50 cal.
We wouldn't even have
blow
heard
your
the
balls
story.
off.
We wouldn't even
Yeah, go to Bob's Gun Range in Salisbury. We'll take care
I
of
wonder
you.
what guns they were using, what type.
22s.
22. You know what 22 is?
Yeah, that's like a BB
Right.
gun for Christ's
Yeah.
sake.
Wait, we kiss better than a 22.
They
There's
should
no
have.
power.
They should have shot each other without bulletproof vests on with those
Yeah,
guns.
shoot each other. Yeah, shoot each other.
All right, we're going to take a quick break. Then you got to see a great performance for our next guest, Bam, and we'll be right back.
Bam the drama!
Analytic Wealth Advisors is a firm specializing in financial planning, insurance, and retirement income. Setting up your future can be tough, but Analytic Wealth is here to simplify the process, taking you from before and through retirement with clarity and focus. Time to feel confident about your future.
That's impressive stuff, buddy.
Like that?
Yeah.
You clean up well.
You're pretty good on the bongos.
That's it? Goddamn.
How long you been playing the bongos?
Well, since they wouldn't hire me at Wendy's or McDonald's.
Really?
Actually, since third grade, believe it or not.
What, was bass too hard?
Yes, it was. Very hard.
Can you play any other instruments besides the drums?
You know what? I figured that if I was going to spend any time doing something else, I wasn't giving the proper attention to my instrument like he does to his hair.
It's my
Right,
diet,
right.
too.
You know?
I'm a real
Well, I
stickler.
mean, you're talking about his hair. I mean, look at your hair. You guys.
This is a wig, brother. It's a wig.
Is it really?
Yeah.
Who's your designer? You need a new one.
No, it's something I ran over up in
Look at
Maine
mine.
one time.
Did you like idolize like Peter Frampton growing up?
Actually, Peter Frampton was badass. He was.
I know he was.
And I actually had the
He played the
liberty.
flute.
Male. Never mind. I'm not going to do this. He actually is about that tall, and now he's bald, and he's like talks like a bloody spot of tea, mate. But he is awesome. He really is. He's.
What do you guys think about like all the like musicians and singers from England when they sing? They sound, you can never tell that they have an accent.
Right?
Why?
That's why we won.
Hey, how about Batman too? I mean,
What, Batman's?
yeah,
Oh, yeah.
Kristen Bale and all. I mean, really?
Right.
I thought he'd be like doing tea bags and stuff. It's crazy. It's cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs.
Oh, he does.
So is
Batman
this your-
too.
is this-
That just opened you up. That's a T-ball right
Is this
there.
the only
Shut my
interview
mouth.
you've ever had besides the police?
But yeah, usually I got like a cuff thing. So you don't mind if I do
Or it's
this?
his favorite band.
Do you mind if I do this? Get your hand out of there. Get out of there, brother. That's
I can't stop. Once I start, I can't stop. It's like glazed potatoes.
not my wrist.
So that's your
Mine
real
either.
hair.
That's my real here.
Pretty good.
No, it's really PL 300. That's the construction. you know.
Really?
That's
what you use?
That's it.
I know you. Yeah.
What kind of
it.
shampoo do you use?
I don't. And 128 does my hair.
Portland cement.
I use Marlboro Box shampoo. Yes.
That's what you use?
Yeah.
I feel like you smoke soft pack cigarettes.
That's. Put the heat on. Put the heat on. It
Me
won't be
too.
a soft
Upside
back.
down.
Why soft pack?
Why not? The heat in there, it feels good. They're fresher. You know that.
you
He's
like-
an athlete. You know.
Do you like Sade and Yankee Candles?
I love a good Chardonnay.
No, not Sade. Never mind.
Singer, Sade?
But,
I'll have what he's having.
but listen, you do look like a rock star. You look like you walked out of a movie video.
Well, that's because you guys have free alcohol here. That's why you say that, and we're probably filming in black and
You
white.
said don't mention that because you're probation officer.
Oh, yeah. Actually, that's Coca-Cola.
Yeah, mine too.
Actually, root beer. Yes. No.
He's good. He's clean. I'll check him.
So listen, you are unbelievable. How come you're not on tour 24/7?
Actually, I'd love to be. I really would. And let me tell you, I am the luckiest man in the world. I play all types of music, and again, I'm the luckiest guy in the world. I'm the only white guy in an all black.
You're between me and him. Of course you are.
He and
Subway
I.
sandwich.
He and I.
Are you,
Between
what,
he
you
and
an
I.
English major too?
Honor student. Yes,
I'm
Your
gonna
Honor.
correct you with a
No,
haircut
Your
like
Honor.
that. He's correcting my English.
No, I've been on tour, like the video you just saw. I was fortunate enough to play with a super group called American Vinyl All Stars, which was with Barry Goodrow right there. And this clip that you're seeing right now, that you saw right there and then, is the guitarist from Steely Dan, the Doobie Brothers, the keyboardist from Bob Marley. Another member was from Bon Jovi. And
You were the drummer for all these guys.
yeah, and the thing is that the bass player from AC/DC is the guy there. Now, we're playing in front of 20,000 people. Now, I've done 20,000 people before.
I bet.
And I've, on video.
Guys
Me
and
too.
girls?
You know,
I stop at 19. It's too long.
I had a Nancy Reagan mask on, so it doesn't
Dude,
matter.
Stop turning me on.
With a Muppet for a thong.
Bass player, hot. Come on, stop it.
Dry clean only.
Hey.
So I'm with Cliff Williams, the bass player from AC/DC. And I'm playing in front of 20,000. We're doing Shook Me All Night Long, which I've played. And I've played in front of 20,000 people. I've played Shook Me All Night Long 20,000 times. But then I realized at that moment on the video that you saw that, holy shit, I'm playing with the bass player. Excuse me, Spider-Man. I'm playing with the bass player from AC/DC. And he turns around, and you'll see in that clip, in that moment, he turns around and he goes, bam, you're fucking killing it, brother.
Really?
Right there and then, dig the hole, bury me, I'm all set.
Said the guy with one arm. Right?
No, that's Def Leppard.
That's Boston. Sorry.
Do you think Elton John's attractive?
It depends what he's wearing.
Trick question.
How about Boy George?
You see his video with him?
I'm so fired up right now. Go ahead. It's your show, not mine. I'm just here for the cookies.
Keeps you ripped. Back to the personal trainer.
Red season.
So you started playing the drums, I heard, at 3 years old. Is that true?
6 years old.
Really?
6 years old, yep.
Why'd you start?
Actually, believe it or not, it was in front of all these people right there, and someone did my hair all funny. And
Is that you?
That's me.
You had a
No,
mohawk.
No, I'm only kidding.
Who's the pervert behind you?
Behind you?
That's the guy with his finger up my bum.
Yeah.
So
Hey,
it's
still
kind of like a
Still didn't
puppet.
find what he was looking for. Did
You heard of the Muppets and puppets? Well, this is called the Buppet.
Yeah,
That's up the bum.
Future
No, I'm
school
only kidding.
shooter. Yeah.
But I started with in Witchcraft Heights because I'm from Salem, Mass. And I saw all the teachers come out and they did the Muppet Show theme and they did Hogan's Heroes. Remember that show?
Yeah, sure.
And I'm like, I want to play drums. And of course, every kid wanted to play drums.
Right, of course.
So my drum teacher, which I didn't realize that he was not
A priest?
No, he didn't really want to hear. He had a habit that he really didn't want to hear
was a
kids
priest.
kids, play drums 9 o'clock in the morning.
I feel like you set me up for something here, man.
So we had to play drum pad for 3 years before we even had a drum.
Right,
so
right.
we had to learn how to read, write, everything else. And finally, when 8th grade, when I got to play a drum set, I'm like, I want to play. I want to play YYZ by Rush. And he's like, great, I'll teach the whole orchestra, but you've got to write it out. Which was like, mother of Christ, that's like peace in the Middle East.
Right.
But so I did it, and it went well, and then we did Eye of the Tiger, and then I started spending money on condoms.
Really?
That's 6. I like it. I like your style.
What's your least favorite smell?
Condoms.
Nothing. I love all smells.
Tell us
You're
about
in the right place.
Tell us about this studio. Didn't you have an unbelievably huge studio, like the size of a football field?
Back to the luckiest man in the world.
Joe DiMaggio.
I had a 72.
Lou Gehrig.
Yeah. Oh, actually, you know what? See
both
that
had a
right
bad
there?
elbow.
Was it in Haverhill?
That's it. The studio was hot, dude.
I guess so. So
It
he
was
drumming
hot.
there. The fire's burning out. He's still drumming. Set the place on fire. Those arsonists had a field day. How the thing start? This guy's slapping skids around like a maniac.
Just going
How do
inferno,
you think,
bitches.
yeah?
Burn, baby,
Larry,
burn.
how did it start? Look at this guy. He's
Burn it
6 years
down
old.
the house.
6 years old, a perm. How do you think it started?
That's from getting tasered. That's not a perm.
So tell me about the studio.
So I started the studio. A long time ago. Very good friend of mine, Maria Fontaine, big art teacher in Haverhill, who you might know about Rob Zombie, White Zombie.
Yes.
Anyway, she's like unbelievable. She pulled me into this. I went to Haverhill, started playing with a bunch of bands when the music scene started drying up on the North Shore, and you can make a killer living in the Minga Valley, Merrimack Valley. Methuen, Haverhill. I mean, real deal. So anyways, I started with I was in 5 different bands at the same time. So instead, I got a spot with 300 square feet. I charged each band member $10 a week out of all 5 bands. So I started growing and growing and growing. Go ahead.
I'm not saying a word.
Okay.
This is your time, my friend.
So I started growing and growing and growing. It started growing. We ended up with 72,648 square feet.
I think I say dollars.
Jesus Christ.
No, so
It's like
that was the
selling
month.
meetings.
That was rent. So we had 250 tenants. I was lucky enough with the whole Godsmack thing.
He's a local guy.
Yeah, those guys are.
Did you play? You play with
So
them?
he's like 4'6" in heels.
Did you play with Godsmack?
They came to my studio. Sully came and sang on an album of mine when those guys were their first.
Good band, great band.
Great band.
Real good
and
band.
great guys. Those guys came to, Sully came to sing on an album I was doing at my studio before I upgraded. And he walked in, and this is his hometown. I'm from Salem, Mass. So he came in and he sang on this album.
What
with
year
us.
was this?
This was 99, late 99. So he comes in and he sang on this album, first year off of Ozfest after they did that Go Away. Yeah. Go away.
It's the Army theme song. Yeah.
No. The one I did was the Army theme song.
I apologize.
That's okay. We gotta get the
Simplify.
publishing. Get the publishing right.
Whatever you need.
So anyways, Sully came in, sang on the song. This is actually a pretty interesting story. Came in, sang on our song, and after Ozfest, and they were playing the Hampton Beach Casino. So he sang on us, and he's like, "Man, this place is crazy," because it was built by musicians for musicians.
You've had some big acts there.
Yeah.
Great venue. Don't go outside, but great venue.
Well,
Boardwalk looks like Barnum and Bailey's.
hey, so let me tell you, Barnum and Bailey
Yeah,
was even
they're well
afraid to
fed
pull.
up there. They're fantastic. Good
Even-
reverb. Good reverb, you know.
Dude, let me tell you, even the Tigers.
Hell of a kickback.
Even the Tigers brought a 45 to Haverhill, brother.
Cisco
So
Leonard,
what was the
all
biggest
day.
album you ever recorded?
Probably the biggest selling album
Yeah.
was the Godsmack Awake album, which went triple platinum.
It's my
and-
understanding, Carlo, that all the albums are relatively the same size in order to fit on the record player.
Standard issue. Right.
I didn't know that.
Every cassette's the
Mr.
same size.
Metric over there.
Oh yeah, he's
That's
he's
not
done-
9 inches. That's 9 centimeters, brother.
That's what I tell her.
So, anyways,
love Metric.
Godsmack went triple platinum. They did the Mission Impossible 2 soundtrack out of there, which was a top-selling album of that year, and then the Scorpion King soundtrack, which they brought in the producer from Tool, Phil Collins, Peter Gabriel, and they did I Stand Alone, which blew up like crazy, which was their #1 selling single. So, like I said, and all those guys, honestly, those guys were unbelievable. They were there for probably 2-3 years. It was their home. They did all the Billboard magazine. I mean, they you know what? They were awesome.
Those crazy times, huh?
Yeah, it was great. It was all, I mean, it was crazy.
Did you get a platinum plaque?
Yeah, I get a platinum record and an invite to the Grammys every year, which is real awesome if you want to stand around for 22 hours.
I'll give you $20 cash for it.
No problem.
All right, sold. You heard it.
Problem.
You heard it. Witnesses.
No.
There's 30 witnesses watching right now.
For the invite. The plaque, no, sorry.
Have your plaque. I'll go with the
That's
Grammys.
it. If you want, you know what? Just whiten your teeth, brother. Don't worry about the
I'll whiten
plaque.
everything for you.
I have a question. I have a
I'll
question.
get tan and everything.
I have a question for the panel. But
What do we got, my friend?
We have a basic spread or whatever. Did you lose your virginity to a cassette, a CD, or a record?
It was reel to reel.
And how did you fit it in your ass?
Is he Greek? Is he?
From the waist to the knees.
I was an 8-track.
Horrible
Okay,
napkin.
I'm a little older than you guys. 8-track.
All right.
I was a big cassette guy. They were.
Oh, yeah.
Cassettes
here,
are my thing.
cassette.
John Fury had
The auto
sex
reverse
with his
came out, I lost
8-track.
my mind.
Did he?
Yeah,
8-track player.
his 8-track player. He
Auto
put his dick
reverse.
right in there.
He
Auto
told me
reverse.
all about those
He's got a
car
square
fuckers.
dick.
There's a lot of car fuckers out there.
Hey, so were you always known as Bam the drummer?
Actually, I started. I went to Don Carr. Excuse me, Don Carr. God rest his soul.
Peabody?
Yeah. Don Carr.
Who the hell is he? I don't know.
He taught me how to air drum. He taught me how to air drum.
Yeah, Don
Peabody
Carr.
Square. You're too busy throwing a
That's
football.
right.
and-
That's
yeah.
right. That is right.
Is
Don,
he a
there was-
karate guy?
No, actually, he did do.
Jiu-jitsu.
Who is this guy?
No, actually, he did do karate.
Yeah, I know. Okay, I thought
Don
so.
Carr. There was 2 drum shops in Boston. I mean, there was 2 drum
Karate
shops.
shop was in Boston.
There was Jack's Drum Shop, which was near Berkeley School of Music. That was a jazz drum shop.
Everyone hears it.
So then there was Don Carr's that had the rock and roll double bass
38
drum.
toms like Neil Peart.
Sing
Oh,
it.
yeah.
How's
We'll
that
talk
go?
after.
How's that go? Air drumming.
All day. I'll teach you sometime.
Sing the song.
$20 an hour. We'll talk.
All right. So Don was badass. I worked there since I was like 8 years old.
You had a busy childhood. You're like a.
Very busy.
You missed. How many Nikes did you make in that whole time?
How many Nikes?
Yeah.
I didn't work for Martha Stewart, bro.
Oh, all right.
Jesus Christ.
Good for you. I had no idea you were that coherent to answer that joke.
So
I thought he was playing coy the whole time. Sorry. Proceed.
So I worked at Don's for a long time, and they ended up, there was no internet.
Right.
So if you were looking for a drummer, you had to go to the book. You get reverb on that? The book.
They don't.
You found a drummer, okay? So Don and all the guys at Don Carr Drum Studio would suggest me, even though I was like 12 years old, to these big bands.
Right.
And it
That's
was
amazing.
cool. It
You're
was
a prodigy. Doogie Howser.
It was crazy. It was cool. So I worked with, those guys, they were my family, and it was nuts. That's,
Was there a drummer you emulated yourself to be like?
oh, Christ. The best in the world, the beginning of it all, was Buddy Rich.
Right.
Hands down.
Yep.
Traps the drummer. There'll never be anyone like him. And if you guys, now we have YouTube.
I don't know. We just saw a video about a bitch with 4 arms. She might have the market on drumming. I don't know.
No. That's not drumming. That's
You
not
drum for
drumming.
every person ever. Right.
But real deal, Buddy Rich, hands down. There wouldn't be anybody else. But I mean, John Bonham.
Yes.
Led Zeppelin.
Johnny B.
Sing the song.
Yeah, right.
Sing the song.
You think he was
Keith,
before the guy from Sabbath, though?
there wouldn't be anybody. Sabbath wouldn't be Sabbath without Buddy Rich. Yeah, it's okay.
All right, fine.
It's all right.
I'm over Sabbath guy. My name's Jimmy Page, off camera. I'm over Sabbath guy.
I am too, but
I
there
am
wouldn't
too.
be Sabbath without Buddy Rich.
Well, there won't be me without you, you know? We're not splitting hairs.
Sing the song. We are splitting hairs.
I guess we are.
So you're still doing a lot of gigs all around New England?
Yeah,
What you got going on?
I got a thing that Corona Premier,
Yep.
the beer that keeps you ripped, mentally and physically, has endorsed me with. It's called Band by Request. I play drums with a DJ, and I go out in the crowd. It's an interactive show.
It's amazing. Go see him immediately.
Times have changed, huh?
Awesome show.
Oh, huge. Crazy.
Do you have carpal tunnels?
It hurts when I pee.
This guy. Open up your Tuesdays, be a new host.
But if I sit down, it still hurts when I pee. I'm sorry. But yeah, I got a little carpal tunnel that they want to cut me about 20 years ago. But whatever,
So you'd probably be a better drummer if you got that taken care of.
Well, that's what they said 30 years ago.
Really?
Yeah,
Hey,
right.
Imagine
Hey,
you're great.
hey,
Imagine how
hey.
good you'd be if you got the operation.
Yeah, that'll pay me more.
If I got New Balance, I'd be a runner.
That's right. That's right. You know what? I got restless leg syndrome and ADHD. How many
I got restless mouth.
How many ADHD kids does it take to change a light bulb?
You tell me.
Want to ride bikes?
Yes.
Okay. So, anyways,
So you're a personal trainer.
yes, believe it or
Tell
not,
me about your clientele.
my clientele. Again, I'm the luckiest guy in the world.
Lou Gehrig.
I'm his poster child.
I got. Honestly, it's probably one of the most rewarding things other than cheating at bingo. Honestly,
You sick bastard.
So you go to bingo with all the old ladies?
no, I can't talk about that without legal representation.
Right.
No, I
I just
actually.
want to know if you put rollers in your hair when you go.
Yeah. Why?
I'm just wondering.
Oh, okay.
How wants to get the girls home?
Aren't you a trained fighter too?
Once upon a time.
You
That's
sleep?
something-
When do you sleep?
I do.
You're
That's-
22 years old. You, take some
No,
time
I'm
off.
actually
will ya?
50 years old.
Are you really?
Yeah.
I'm going to die way before you. Congratulations.
Yeah. I don't-
When's your birthday?
February 18th,
1968?
Every Saturday night.
1970. So I'm 49. And I'm in Boston, so I can say 40. God damn it. And I can say chocolate frap without getting a restraining order. I'm traveling down south one time, and I'm like, can I get a chocolate frap? And this girl, like, literally got her manager.
Really? It's like saying Jimmy's.
Because you were humping the slush machine.
Right. Jimmy's. Give me a little bit. Give me a little bit. That's right. Jimmy's.
Don't start. We can't do that. We've got too big. We can't say that word.
Klusky, what do we got? We got some stuff going on here for Bam?
Yeah, there have been some amazing drummers throughout history, from jazz to blues and rock and roll. In 1984, Def Leppard drummer Rick Allen was in a car accident where he lost his arm. He went on to play with one arm during the band's greatest success. Bam, if you had your arm cut off in a wood chipper, would you still possess two of your best appendages?
What arm would you need?
All three of my best offenders.
Hey, what arm would you need?
It uses hog.
Would you need your right or left one?
The middle one. By the way, it wasn't his best drumming. His best drumming. No, and I got. I'm sorry to break.
No shit.
To break script on this one. You know what? In the beginning, Def Leppard was badass. What was badass after he got his arm cut off was excuse my Boston, was the fucking band and the honor they had to hang with the drummer until he got his shit straight. Because you know what? Nobody ever did that. Okay? And you know what?
Hats off to them.
Hats off, condoms off,
Hands up.
Muppet for a thong off.
Clap
It's
it up,
all
boys.
coming off.
Clap it up.
Is it true that they used his femur to make drumsticks? Or did I just make that up right now?
No, they actually used his foreskin to make
The drum snare.
He's
to make
English.
his eyebrow implants is what it was.
Do you have an elbow bone in your penis?
No, it's a kneecap.
Okay. What's the next one?
Where yours
No
ends,
poker face. No poker face.
Where yours ends, mine bends. Keith Moon of The Who was an absolute maniac. It's rumored that the Muppet Animal was modeled after him.
True.
He's credited by being the first person to throw a television set out of a hotel window, and he was known for destroying drum sets. What's the wildest thing you ever did on stage or in a hotel to your drum set or otherwise?
Now, getting back to American Vinyl All-Stars, I got to run off script. Skunk Baxter, who was in American Vinyl All-Stars, the guitarist for the Doobie Brothers and Steely Dan, the guy with the mustache like this, they really modeled the sax player from the Muppets after him. Now, you figure a guy named Skunk in the Doobie Brothers does drugs. You know what Skunk does? He works for every three-letter government agency that there is, CIA, DEA. You know what? Look it up on YouTube. He still flies F-22 Raptors with the suits doing reconners. I mean, look at his. So
Is he the weirdest thing that you did on stage?
The weirdest thing
Yeah.
I did on stage was light my hair on fire during a drum solo.
By accident?
No.
How long's this show?
Actually,
I have Aquanet and a blowtorch. Let's make some shit happen. around here.
publicly, I say I didn't do it by accident, but I really did, because that's when you could smoke
So
on stage.
was like Jim Henson like tied to the rock and roll scene or something?
I don't know.
Like-
I think he was tied to a radiator downstairs at Steely Dan's rehearsal room, honestly, with Michael McDonald.
Put your hand on somebody's ass. You're on the same team as far as I'm concerned.
Sing it.
What?
I'm gonna be there.
I'm gonna be there. Like Michael McDonald. Hubba, hubba, hubba.
And let me tell you, I saw Michael McDonald at in Beverly.
He's great.
At Burger. And know what? He's like 300
Burger
years
King?
old.
I saw him at Burger King.
He's like 300 years
Fucking
old.
traitor, you yellowback.
Musicians dip down, and the dude's white. And I'm really racist because I hate to play
That's
with
great
white
for ratings.
No, I hate to play with white bass players. I am so racist,
doesn't?
right?
They have no rhythm.
I just don't
There's
like.
one in the house over
I
there,
don't
that
like
big guy.
playing with white bass players. So, anyways, but Michael McDonald is the most soulful dude. He looks like Leslie Nielsen from Airplane.
He's all gray here now.
and
Now
and
he's
know what
good.
else? He never dipped his songs. He never went down a half a key or anything. The dude's killing it. I mean, he's like me. God does not like me, and the devil's afraid of me, and that's why I have hair and I am not dead.
I seen him in the Hard Rock.
I hear you, brother. I'm in
I
the
seen
same
him at
boat
the
as
Hard
you.
Rock Casino in Florida.
Killing it.
He was great.
Killing it.
He was great.
It's like
Sold out the Tampa Bay Hard Rock Casino.
It's like mother of
Michael
Christ.
McDonald, he's the one who had a dog on.
Ronald.
The 40-year-old virgin.
I'm confused.
Old
All
Mac-
right, you got
Old McDonald?
E-I-E-I-O, that's not him?
No, it's a
that's
different
drummer.
person.
All right.
What do we got next, Klusk?
John Bonham of Led Zeppelin was known
Sing
for
it!
his speed, power, fast bass, drumming, distinctive sound, and feel for the groove. He's regarded by many as the greatest and most influential rock
The
drummer
foot.
in history. Bam, what do you do better than him?
Absolutely
alive.
nothing.
He's alive.
John Bonham is the guy that had one bass drum
Why'd your shoe off?
because John Bonham made 1 foot sound like 2. You ready for air drumming? Ready?
Let's do it. Ready?
That's all he
Watch
did.
this. Watch this.
Teach me.
Ready?
Teach
Ready?
me.
Like this. Give me a little mic down there. Ready?
I'm quicker.
Can you do this?
Lucky. With
Hold on.
with my hands in my ass.
Hold on. Look, no hands. No, I'm only kidding. Go ahead.
I didn't sign up for this.
So John Bonham, you can't do anything better.
John Bonham.
Nothing.
John Bonham.
Yep.
I think
you heard it here first.
I think you do hairspray better than John Bonham.
I don't use hairspray.
That's a wrap.
128 does my hair. That's what it does. You can tell.
Was that Malden?
You can tell how far I've driven by how big my hair is. If I look like, that's why my hair is like this right now. If you guys were in Newton, I'd look like Shaka Khan.
Great figs out there.
All right, we're going to take a quick break, then we're going to come back, finish up with this handsome man right here. We got some fan art coming up. We'll be right back.
Let's do it. Money.
Safe spaces. Let me tell you something. The only safe space for me is outside of the ring, all right? That's what I think about safe spaces. I think safe spaces is stupid, you know what I mean? These kids today, you know what I mean? They gotta learn what life's about. What's safe space? If you ain't gonna go into life and go up against and take the hits and get tested, then how tough are you? You know what I mean? Life is about taking the hits, being in the battle. What do you need a safe space for? Are you kidding me? It's not like a nuclear bomb's gonna be dropped. That's a safe space. You need a place to go when a bomb drops. Yeah, that's a safe space. But you're running from life, kid. You ain't going nowhere.
If you have to ask for help to open the pickle jar, cut your pickle off. Be a man.
Here we go.
So, Klusky, we got a little fan art again?
Oh, you know it. Here at the Monday Show, fans love to send in pictures inspired by our colorful casts and guests. This week is no different. Our first drawing is from Darren, 24 years old. He's from Worcester, and he loved the time that we had a weapons expert and an animal expert on the show at the same time. It didn't work out that great, but the picture's beautiful.
What could go wrong? Yeah. We got a shotgun and Muslim.
Yeah.
What could possibly go wrong?
Remember our old co-host?
Can you guys remind me who the weapons people were?
Yeah, a guy brought in a cage full of monkeys, and another guy brought in a bunch of AK-47s, and we haven't seen Machine Gun Mike since.
Where was I?
Back to I'm gonna be.
I'm gonna be there.
Because you know what? He's loaded right
I'm
now.
gonna be there. That night. Yeah.
He sold all that shit in the black market.
We've learned to not combine guests. It didn't work out.
That's not Greg from G, right?
No.
Oh, okay, just
No.
check.
Yeah. Looks good.
Yeah, look at the stick figures. Nice,
Best gnocchi in the world.
nice job.
It
Yeah,
shows
you
our
got-
diverse
Oh.
audience.
Some
It
of the
shows our
space heaters.
giant
Look at that.
set.
It's just-
Right, the monkeys.
Space, the space.
This is Space Odyssey. Guy monkey holding guns. This is fun.
Yeah,
Looks like Dorchester.
Yeah.
we had to pull that one off of Facebook
On a Monday.
right?
No, with the space heater.
The Irish
I was talking
section
about
of
the guns to the
Dorchester.
monkey.
What do we got next, Clus?
All right, the next one is from Vanessa, who's 36. She's from Manchester, Massachusetts. She heard Bam was going to be on the show.
Nailed it! Fucking nailed it!
She was so excited, she pulled out her markers and created this masterpiece she calls Bam!
Look at that
Badass
chin.
motherfucker.
Is Vanessa an old girlfriend?
Holy
Jesus Christ.
Is Vanessa an old
Can I have that fan art? Can I have that?
Not a recent one. I got whitened teeth. Holy shit.
Well, I know you're in love.
not a
I
tan,
know
you
you're in
get
love
shit
right
done.
now. But is that an old girl, Vanessa? Or should give a fake name?
I don't know.
Who did you date from Manchester, Mass? Manchester by the Sea?
Manchester by the Sea.
Yeah, who'd you
Vegas.
date?
I actually lived down there on Old Salem
I
Path.
think you might have a kid over there and you don't know about it.
That's the last
No,
restraining
dude,
order, yeah.
I still have a
You
condom.
lived there. You went to court there a few times.
I still have a condom on now, dude.
I do too.
Trust
We
me.
can
Do
share
you wear
this.
rubbers
Straight
just for
up.
no reason?
Even when it's
Robbins
not,
racing. Robbins racing.
even when it's not raining. you
Like
mean?
a limp dick, we put a rubber on?
Yeah, it's called speed is speed.
Every time I
Can't
fuck a
teach
balloon,
that.
Carlo.
You know what you need to do? You put baby oil on it, slides right up.
That's not what you need to do. You put you put
That's the
sawdust in
trick.
there for some grip.
Sawdust?
Tread.
Well, you know what?
Tread, man.
Carlo, if you put the oil right on the baby,
Quick
you don't
underwater.
need
I
it.
need all the tread I can get.
Oh, Jesus.
Edit that. No one should know about that.
So, Vanessa, I mean, obviously she's a fan.
You'll
Hell of an
never
artist.
fi-
Hell of an
you'll never
artist.
find.
She drew that with her asshole.
There's nothing like a girl jerking you off with big magic marker stains on her palm, right?
Like, yeah.
And the room goes silent.
It's like the art teacher in middle school.
Want to do another one?
Now,
do
there's
you
a guy that's never on camera,
More
right?
of that?
Let's do another one.
Last week we lost a true American hero, Garrett Whalen. After 36 episodes of shotgunning beers and 1 episode of drinking a gallon of milk, Garrett is no longer with us. Fran, who's 45 years old and from Lynn, Massachusetts, 2 strikes right there, is not going to let Mr. Whalen be forgotten with this wonderful painting. Everybody, let's have a
Well,
moment
you know
of
that's Fran
silence
from Fran's
for
place, right?
Garrett.
Because that's where Garrett used to hang out. He looks like a big walrus amoeba. Look at him.
He was the
Holy shit!
He was
What
the
a
captain.
horrible picture.
He was the captain of the dot team.
He looks like diabetes recoverers. Yeah, just.
Look at that green eye.
Paul. When you rent a book, you rent it from him.
Poor Garrett. I mean, 2 weeks in a row.
Now,
like,
now I'm a professional personal trainer.
Did you know Garrett?
That's gout right there, brother. That's gout.
Did you know Garrett Whalen?
No.
He was a really tender, sensitive
Native
guy.
American
that,
who drank
that
a lot of
passed away.
back. Yeah.
Did he like Sade? Like him?
I love
And
Sade.
Yankee Candle?
He liked anything he could drink.
Do you like
Mayonnaise, duck sauce.
Is that the last one, or we got another one?
I think
You
we have
like
one more.
pina
Well, I mean, we have
colada.
literally
How many Van Goghs do we have out
mail
there for our
sacks
fan
full
base?
of these, but we're only going to get to one more
Not
because
those
we like to
sacks.
leave
Oh.
the
Let's
bitches
get to one
hanging.
more.
All right?
Yep.
Our last fan art comes from Joey Cocoa Nuts. He's 28 years old. He's from Eastie, and he said he loves when Mr. Monday was breaking Don Zolo's balls last week. Keep
Excellent.
breaking them. I like that. That's a cool T-shirt
Excellent.
right there.
That took a while.
Flamboyant Zolo.
What, do you go to
You
MIT?
got to break
Twice,
flamboyant
yeah.
Zolo's balls. He likes to touch balls, Zolo.
We all know that.
This would be a good device. Would you put your balls in here? This is like a faith vice right here.
Look at him right in the eyes and
Right?
ask him that one more time. That's all I'm saying.
Would you dangle Would you dangle the
Put a
Carlo
panini in there.
Super Carlo brothers into that little
I'll
vice?
put my nuts in that thing?
Yeah, just for the.
Mozzarella, garlic.
You know, the older you get, do your nuts hang a little lower? You guys notice that?
I haven't even looked, dude. I'm so
my
goddamn
belly
busy.
button.
It's crazy.
This vice reminds me of when you like do the thing with the cannonball hanging from a rope and it can't come back and hit you in the face. You're saying.
Pendulum. That's chemistry. Well,
Definitely doesn't have a fucking
What about
job,
you,
does he?
Bubba? Your nuts hang pretty low?
I keep them tight, high and tight. I wear my boxes tight. You know what I mean?
Or what if you have no underwear on? Things
It's
hang
just
down?
game on. I trip on them. You know what I mean? It's
like two
I'm
bowling
all
balls.
I'm all balls.
It's like a speed
Smack-
bump.
yeah.
Two bowling balls in a pillowcase?
Right. It's like 400 pounds behind a toothpick. Just good. Say your prayers, woman. You know?
Two midgets in a sleeping bag.
So it's not about
I'm
the
sorry.
engine. It's about how high to
I'm
get
sorry.
the gas. You know?
Two little people in a sleeping bag.
Oh, you can't say that anymore.
I know that.
Carly,
Midget. I said it. I'm sorry.
Sorry.
Carlo, you pride yourself on nice tight balls, right?
Yeah, I mean, I try to. We're tighty whities.
That's scary. That was eye to eye right there.
Balls. Let me get
He
Hollywood
saw
balls.
me at Planet Fitness. Yeah.
I bet you comb it out. Your dick hairs right out. Just comb it down.
I was tying my shoes. What can I say?
I don't even work out there. I just go there to change.
I go there for the Tootsie Rolls.
For all the eye candy. Yeah.
Hey, before you guys break, excuse this. Can this studio audience please make some noise for these guys?
Yes,
'Cause how much
please.
fun is this show?
This is amazing. Bam the drummer. Go see him every day of every time.
Tell us.
I'm sorry, this isn't a wake. Can you make some goddamn noise for these guys?
Wakes are way more fun.
Thank you for not sucking and representing the North.
Happy
the
birthday,
North
Kate. I
Shore.
love you.
Tell us about some shows you got coming up. You got
Okay. I
Yeah,
got
North Shore.
a thing. I got a band called Bam and the Bed Rockers
Original.
because they definitely end up rocking beds while I'm breaking down my goddamn
Fucking
drums.
bandmates.
No, dude, what are you, crazy? If they know me.
Yes, I'm absolutely crazy. I'm sitting next to you in a fucking attic.
It's back to You'll Never Find. Bam and the Bedrockers, 11-piece band that will make you. Never mind, I'm not even going to say that online.
12.
Anyways, it's at the Chop Shop in Seabrook, New Hampshire, which the guy Bill who owns the place, let me tell you, the Chop Shop. Let me tell you,
College shirts only.
No, it's off the chain. It's the guy Bill Nyland.
What's the date?
May 25th, which is a Saturday. Then I am in lovely Marblehead, Mass. at Wix.
You're going to get arrested so fast.
Yeah, I know.
Can't wait to see it in the paper. I got $40 for you. Let me know.
Which it's okay because Corona Premier, who endorsed
Have the Mexicans bail you out of Marblehead. Another good call.
Corona Premier. I can't even say that. Corona Premier's Band by Request, which is myself and a DJ Tone.
Yes.
God damn it.
Awesome.
At Wix in Marblehead on May 24th.
Wix is a great place.
It is. It's awesome. Great people.
Acoustics.
Great people, too.
Yeah.
I don't even listen.
The owner's a good guy. Dave Zion.
Yeah, actually, and know what? The staff is awesome. They got the stage in the back.
Yep.
It's crushing. It's crushing. It's 8 to 11 on the 24th, the 25th at the Chop Shop. Like I said, luckiest guy in the world.
Check this guy out.
And
He's
on top of
amazing.
that, make some noise again for these guys. I
Damn
love
the drama, folks.
Love Mondays.
Damn the
God
drama, folks. Go see him immediately. Don't bring your wives.
So I heard we're going to end the show with you two having a little eardrum battle.
What are you doing? Yeah, we're going.
You going to do that?
Oh,
Little
shit,
eardrum
shut up.
battle?
God damn it.
We're gonna tune off. Watch these guys, okay? We're gonna tune the show off. Watch these
We're going
two.
to tune up. All right,
We're going to go this way. Ready? Not ear drums.
What are we doing?
We're going.
Fuck this thing. All right, we'll put this down.
Ready?
Way quicker. Quicker. More elusive. Better can.
Make some noise for these guys playing. Make some goddamn noise. I love Mondays now. I love them.
Make Mondays count. Mondays on 3. 1, 2, 3. Monday!